Coach Stitt, we'll start with you. Tough loss. What do you tell your guys after giving yourselves a chance to win? What's the message after a tough loss like that in the locker room to the guys?
Well, it's hard because it's the last game, and you would like to say you got to learn from this. You've got to know this feeling so you never have it again. But for the seniors, that doesn't help, So the message is we have a great senior class, and we appreciate what our seniors have done for our program of getting it moving in the right direction of where we want to be. And unfortunately, a couple plays in games are costing us a chance to win the game, and you're so close. There's such a fine line between winning and losing in games like this, and the way that we came out, you get the score early, and then we keep them on the field. There's a pass interference call that keeps them on the field, and I think they may have scored on that one, and then we were off the field, and we get an unsportsmanlike. And those little things, you give a team like this a chance, and they're going to hang around. They get some hope, and then all of a sudden you're in a dogfight. And it was tough because we score early, and then we have some things go wrong, and then the field position was awful early, and we were backed up and didn't get it out of there, and it was a bad first half, and we didn't give ourselves a chance with some of the things that went down. It was just a bad script in the first half.
Questions?
Ryan, what sort of things did you guys prepare for as far as Montana State's run game goes, and how did that stack up to what you saw?
We knew they were going to try to run the ball. I mean, they got a really good athlete at the quarterback position, really good backs, and we just we knew we would have to stuff it. Just needed to make some more plays to contain those quarterback draws. Those are the ones that really killed us, and we obviously didn't do enough.
Brady, you guys were able to kind of catch lightning on that first play of the game. What was the play call there, and then what was the struggle being able to recreate any offense for a while?
Part of it field position, but hats off to their defense. They really held us in check, and honestly, we just we just didn't run enough plays in the first half. We kept our defense on the field for too long. For how many times we went 3 and out, it was disappointing in the way I played, and the way that we couldn't give them a break because they were playing so well. So.
Bob, can you talk about Chris Murray and just what you saw from him today as a quarterback?
He gives them a chance, with his legs, and he's a dynamic guy, and we talked about it all week, and we've seen some of their film, as you go through the year, and you give him a couple steps, and he's different. You've got to keep him corralled, and you've got to force him to beat you with his arm. And giving up the big play was a disappointment. We had him third and 8, and he scored. Basically, it comes out to be the winning touchdown. But we've got to make him drop back and throw the ball in that case. And you got a blitz on, and you're either going to stuff them and get the ball back, or you are going to give up a 50-yard touchdown, and you can't do that. You can't allow a quarterback like that to get explosive plays. You've got to make them methodically move the ball down the field. So that was disappointing. And after that, we kind of kept it in check and had a chance to get back, in the game.
Coach, late in the game, you guys had a 3rd and 8. You guys decided to run it. Did you think you were in 4 down territory at that point?
Yeah, we're in 4 down territory, but they went to their nickel package, and we were gashing them, and you had 2 downs to go, and they ended up giving us a little bit of a different look, and it wasn't a great situation. But when they went nickel, we were better than them in the box, and we wanted to run the ball, and it didn't work out.
Jeremy Calhoun played a lot for you in the second half. I don't know if we saw him at all in the first half. Can you describe the reason behind that?
I think the plan was to get Joey and John a lot of carries. The seniors get them the ball, and we ran 22 or 24 plays in the first half. There just wasn't enough plays to go around, and Calhoun was the next guy in. Had we run more plays, he would have been in the first half. We basically played a first quarter full of plays in the first half.
Ryan, was it tough sitting out the last 2 weeks and with this rhythm offense? Was it hard to get in the rhythm? It was almost like scoring a touchdown on one play. I mean, it's obviously good that you scored the touchdown, but looking back on it, you know, you wasn't able to kind of get to a rhythm. But was that kind of how you felt?
Yeah, I obviously didn't get in the rhythm enough. I mean, like we said, 24 plays in the first half, and subsequently keeping our defense on the field for too long. And I mean, those guys are fighting their asses off, and they're playing hard, and you know, everything in our offense is predicated on the quarterback position, and just didn't play well enough today.
Brady, you guys started really moving the ball when you guys were down 24-7. Was there something said on the sidelines at that point, or did you guys just feel like your backs were against the wall? Or?
I mean, at any point this offense can catch fire, and I couldn't tell you what it was that what led to the struggles early, but I mean, hats off to our guys, never giving up, and hats off to them for playing a great game.
About the goal line stand where you didn't get in there, how do you describe what happened?
Yeah, I should have let my boys push me, and I thought they were going over the top. I mean, obviously a big play that swings in their favor, and I mean, if we get it, it's a completely different ball game. So, I mean, tough one there, and yeah.
Brady, did you feel rusty or unsure of yourself after coming off an injury of 2 weeks?
No, bit of the gunslinger's code. I mean, you got to just keep firing. I mean, no matter how bad things get, you just got to keep firing. And you know, I obviously looked a little rusty, but I felt fine the whole week going to practice, and again going back to it, just didn't play well enough for us to win today.
Did they give you looks early that you weren't expecting, or was it pretty much their defense was your offense?
You know, they gave us a little bit more man than we thought, you know, and we just didn't. I didn't get enough plays called that would have been good against that, and we got it figured out. That's when we started moving the ball, and so it was a game plan going in of what we thought and what they had done, and we only played 24 plays, you know, so it doesn't give you a chance to. You'd like to have 24 more plays in the second quarter to get that thing going, and it didn't happen until the third quarter because we didn't get any time, you know, and they played a lot more man. We could have went after them a little bit, and we did, and it gave us a chance to come back and possibly win the ball game.
Couple more.
Ryan, were you surprised to see the ball in the air there on that fourth down?
Very. That quarterback struggled throwing the ball all day, and you know, we just needed our guys to cover down, and you know, someone didn't do their job, not sure who, and you know, he's wide open. It's a pretty easy throw to make when there's no one around. So, you know, we just need to do our job, and we make that. It's a dead play.
Coach, midway through October, you guys were coming off back-to-back 60-point games. How do you explain what happened in the 5 weeks after that?
You play a couple good teams on the road, and you know, we were still moving the ball okay. I don't know, you know, the situation at Northern Colorado. You get down 14-0, and they play 3 double cloud and don't let you do anything other than dink and dunk it, and we end up coming back and scoring enough points to possibly win that one. And today, you know, it's a rivalry game, you know, and these things aren't. They're not games that are going to be 60-point games, and you're just trying to get 1 point more than them. It comes down to, you know, a player here or there that hurts your team, and you can't make the mistakes that you know. We'll go back in the film room. We'll talk about things that Ryan talked about on that play, and the personal foul, well, the unsportsmanlike, the things like that cost you a chance to win the ball game, and. Maybe if that one personal foul doesn't happen, you know, the 15-yarder, or we get the ball back, maybe we win. But you don't have a chance when you can't have more mental toughness than that and be able to focus and keep your head for the team. Those are the things that we're working on with this football team. when we got here a year ago, it was very undisciplined, and a lot of those things were happening all the time, and they just kill you. They kill you in big games, and our seniors have done a fantastic job of buying into where we want to go. With this program, that's what hurts so bad is that we couldn't have come through enough times for them to be able to move on and be in the playoffs and be an 8-3 football team. We're an 8-3, 9-2 football team, but there's some young mistakes and some undisciplined mistakes that cost you. We're going to keep moving forward. The thing that we're doing is building this thing to be sustainable year in, year out, with guys that absolutely are selfless and will do anything for the team and will never make a selfish mistake. And that's what wins championships.
You guys are built for the future. Just the way the season ended, does that affect the momentum of the program, or how do you guys stop that from happening?
Yeah, adversity's in your life all the time, and we talk about it. If you can't handle something like this, then you're really going to struggle down the road. So we talk about, facing adversity. It hurts really bad, and you have to bounce back. You have to work harder to make sure that you wipe it out. But we're trying to build this thing from the ground up. And you can't quick fix something, because it'll blow up in your face, and then years down the line you can't fix it. We're gonna do it with these young guys, and we had a great group of seniors, and these guys are gonna move on and be awesome in life and great husbands and fathers, and that's what it's all about. We didn't win enough games this year to make everybody happy, but we're going to, because we're doing it the right way, and at some point, and you hope it's sooner than later, then everything clicks because everybody's on the same page, and you're dealing with young dudes, young guys. We love them, but they're young guys, and you'll say, why would you do something like that? And I don't know. And it costs you a football game, So you keep working with them. You hug them, you parent them, you get on their butts sometimes, and you got to just make sure that they understand that it's bigger than themselves. And man, we're close because of this guy and all of our seniors. We're so close, and we had a blast coaching these guys this year. They're so much fun. It's disappointing because we're not a 6-5 football team. We're a much better football team, and I love coaching these guys. Love being around them, and what can you say? It didn't work out the way that we wanted, but we will be back, and we'll be stronger than ever come spring.
Thank you.
Eric, how do we want to do?